we want to set up today is the skill system. So we find the air career thing. It's over here on the side. This is the navigation bar. Skills.
To that end, I've sent the air skill plan to your AI. Normally, you would have received it as part of your capsular training program starter package, but your training was violently disrupted, to say the least.
You're so helpful. Okay. You have your certified air plans, personal plans. You can look at the entire skill catalog by clicking here. Go back here. Today, we will take a look at your 4 different options. You have Explorer, Enforcer, Industrialist, and Soldier of Fortune. Depending upon what you want to do, if you want to do primarily mining, go for Industrialist, or if you want to do research for building, want to be a soldier, PvP combat, go with the Soldier of Fortune or Enforcer, and obviously Explorer is Explorer. I usually start out with Industrialist.
Miss Calatrix's advice is sound. You should always have a skill in training. Let's start with this new one, and may it be the first of many.
Thank you, Aura. Show skill plan. And these are the 2 that they're recommending currently.
The more skills you acquire, the stronger you'll be. As you continue to grow as a capsuleer, you can adjust your skill acquisition to achieve your desired goals. Now, close the windows crowding your screen. It would be rather comical if you failed to see a threat hurtling right towards us because of an untidy display.
Yeah, it would be really bad, especially since I'm inside of a space station. Oh my gosh, look out! Here comes another ship! Alright, so there are also personal plans. Let's create a skill plan. Now, they changed the interface a little bit. What I'm looking for is the import. A dupe. Create plan. Oh wait, maybe that was it. Click here. Yeah. So we're going to want to choose the, it's this icon right here. Looks like a little hamburger. And what we do is we go down here to add skills listed in clipboard. Now, the Magic 14 is a skill set that basically gives you a wide variety of base skills, and I'll include the link in the description. But once you get that copied, put it in your clipboard, you go to the training queue. So to get back here, we went skill catalog, personal plans, create plan. Come over here, click on the little hamburger. Go to add skills to the end of queue from clipboard. And it'll start listing off various skills. We're already at 59 days, 60 days. Yes, these are actual days. These have already been trained, apparently. Couldn't add these to the queue, probably because we haven't purchased them yet, but we can get back to that. The reason why they've been pop in, we're 70 days out, so we have plenty of time to come back here. I mean, for the first 18 days, looks like we're going to be doing power management, CPU management. These are base skills in order to make your ship function at an acceptable level so you don't drop out of warp halfway through from points like going from one system to another system. You can actually fall out of warp if you don't have enough power core. So yeah, these are your various skills, and you can drag them around, and if it doesn't belong in a specific spot, it'll give you a red bar. But I can drop it there, or any place below. So you can rearrange things, which is kind of handy. But this basically, going with the basic skill setup, these two skills here, they'll pop in, insert that magic 14, and then the magic 14 will take you 70 days out. Plus, actually, spaceship command, there's some more in there. So basically what you're gonna have to do is go back later, and we'll cover that later when we get there. And just close that.
Let us online your mining laser upgrade, now that you have the necessary skill to use it. You can do this from the fitting window.
Fitting window's over here on the left. Or you can use the Alt F function to open it. You can rescale the window by just to make me look dumb. Okay, maybe you can't rescale the window. That can't be right.
Turn the module online.
Oh, that's why. The reason why I can't rescale the window.
Well done, Captain.
Is because
the fitting window.
I'm in the tutorial. What did you want me to do? Close video window.
Looks like you're ready to go, Captain. We've sent the details of your assignment to your opportunities interface.
Wow. That was a little bit of an echo.
You can access the opportunities interface via your Neocom.
Neocom. Opportunities. Introductions.
Opportunities can help you discover key information about a variety of activities available to you. Select the highlighted entry for further details.
We've uploaded the key information on your assignment here. Whenever you're ready to take the next step in our investigation, you can click here to begin.
Okay, so they want to send me on a... basically it's a quest. This accepts it. This is a description of what's going on. We're supposed to investigate a mysterious signal. Introduction to mining, trading, mission running, and building a career. Okay.
Our agent will rendezvous with you at the mining site.
We were paid.
Keep your eyes open and watch your six. This is New Eden, after all. You never know what danger is lurking around the next Stargate.
Miss Calatrix is right. Time is of the essence. I suspect something nefarious might be occurring at the air mining site. Undock from the station so we can begin our journey there.
All this technology and they couldn't make Aura look more human? Uncover the various secrets and begin forging your own path between the stars. Ooh. Okay. So what we're going to do here is what are they having me do here? Now they want me to undock. Okay, first things first, we're going to double check our ship to make sure that everything is online, because we got blown up. Oh yay, civilian Gatling. This is a infinite ammo weapon. Just does 4 damage and 3 from heat, as you can see. Come on. Damage 3.7 per second. Fall off and optimal range. So basically, your optimal range is going to be 2,000 or 5,000 meters out, and you start to fall off at 7,000 meters. This is for mining. You have to be within 10 kilometers of your target. And you're going to be mining about 7 meters cubed per every 10 seconds. We have a M1 civilian afterburner, which increases our maximum velocity to 542, and this increases our yield. Mining laser upgrade 1. You'll be able to advance that later. So that's done. Not a bad looking ship. I've seen worse. Click on dock. And we'll fly off into space.
Your info panel has been updated with the mining site's coordinates. Let us make haste and warp to the site immediately.
We will. However, first things first, we need to adjust some settings. In order to do that, I need to come here and try to find them. These are our graphics. Yeah, let's turn off the okay. By the way, what I'm doing right now, flying up into space like this, incredibly bad idea. Okay, yeah, they completely changed stuff around. Want to invert doom? Doom. Invert my doom! Oh no, whatever shall I do? I'm doomed. No, we want to remove the dynamic camera movement because when I left the station, how it zoomed out like that. What's going to happen is if I turn that off now, it won't do it. I mean, if you want it on, that's fine. It seems to actually just make things slow down. As far as docking and undocking, you don't actually slow down. It just takes longer. Bob and shake is good. It's like a special effect when you go into warp. Camera will bob and shake. If you have problems with motion sickness, turn it off. There is none of this, and we close that. This wants me to warp to my site. Let's click warp.
Warp drive active.
There you go. It actually is a very pretty game, however, my graphics card is somewhat limited.
The scale of Air's mining operation is rather impressive for such a young corporation. They must be remarkably well funded. It is little wonder that Miss Calatrix would suspect...
Whoa.
Further speculation will have to wait. We're being hailed by that orca.
You must be the fresh meat Vesper told me to expect. Elias Pelton's a name, mining's a game. But you're not just here to mine, are you?
We're here to assist in any way we can with locating the source of the unusual signal you've intercepted.
Unusual's one way of putting it. Pain in my ass is another. The signal's bouncing around these asteroids like a Fetto hopped up on a bad booster. Can't get a lock on its source with all these rocks in the way.
We are outfitted with a mining laser upgrade that should help us clear those rocks away.
Good old Vesper, always 10 steps ahead. Now, let's put that bad boy to use. Best way to blend in is by getting your hands dirty with the crew. Some miners fly solo, but a project this big isn't exactly a one-man show. Sometimes the only way to get shit done is with a fleet. I bet this is the first time you mined with a crew. No offense or anything, you've just got that shiny new pod smell on you. Follow my lead and you'll be mining like a pro in no time. Let's start with that asteroid over there.
Okay, they're highlighting an asteroid for me to mine. But before we begin this, we are going to take a quick look at what's going on here. This is the General tab. That shows the Orca. It's giving us our instructions. The various bases that are in space. The star. Which is over that way. And 2 stargates. This gives us targets, which we currently don't have any. This is our mining. It shows us our...
Skill training completed.
We completed repair. Level 1. This is mining. It shows us all of our asteroids that we can mine. Asteroid belts we can warp to. This is a warp to, basically any place you can warp to. It's just kind of like an emergency runaway kind of tab. So somebody tries to attack you, click warp to, and then right click on it. It'll tell you warp to 0 or warp to whatever. And then general all. This is everything. At some point here we're going to be upgrading this to a much better overview. But that, as soon as first thing we want to do is get an understanding of how this all functions. This is an align to button. It's kind of like a quick cheat sheet. Now he wanted us to...
If your competence matches your confidence, we are in good hands indeed, Mr. Peltonen.
Click on this.
Captain, let's approach the asteroid.
And this is the approach.
Please, call me Elias. Mr. Peltonen makes me feel like an old man. My old man, specifically. Miserable son of a bitch. Just about spat in my face when I left his crusty old Caldari corp to make my own way.
Sincerest apologies, Elias. Our first name basis shall commence immediately.
Good. I like to keep things informal here. Keeps morale up. This crew's full of people like me, following the siren song of sweet, sweet independence. Doesn't hurt that the money's good, too.
So once we get within 10 kilometers, we can engage our mining. So let's click control, and then click on it.
Captain, we're now within range of the asteroid. We should stop here.
Click the stop button, minus.
Now is the time to activate your miner module, Captain.
Right here.
The length of the module's activity, most commonly known as a miner.
There's something spectacular about a fresh asteroid, isn't there? Play your cards right and that giant hunk of rock becomes a giant pile of riches.
Yeah, but whose riches?
You can view your very own pile of rocks, as Elias puts it, in your cargo hold. It's actually ore, not rocks. But I assume Elias is resorting to basic linguistic wordplay, a very human tendency.
First thing you're always going to want to do is have your local window open. This shows you who's in your local section.
The asteroid is depleted.
Harvesting resources is one of the best ways to earn money in New Eden. And if you're going to make it as a capsuleer, the one thing you got to know is that money
nice
is
little
king.
ship.
Hell, with enough ISK, you'll be able to buy yourself a sweet ride like that venture over there. That's one down. And now, on to the next.
We'll get to that in a second, Captain. First things first, we need to open up our inventory. So that we can place this, so we can arrange our user interface a little bit better. Scale it, grabbing the corners, moving it in or out. This is just how I set it up. Probably better ways to do it, but whatever works best for you. Alright, so yeah, we'll lock that. Click there on this little dot. More. Lock, and that'll lock it in this position. Then what we do, go over here to view mode, list, and that tells you all your basic information. It tells you what it is, air ore, the volume, estimated value. This is a stack all button. You click that, anything that's in your inventory that's like will stack unless it's something which can't be restacked. There are things who can't not stack. And then after we get this, yeah, I know it's going to look really congested. I don't have a secondary monitor. We go here, little burger thing. Member list, compact member list. Alright. Message portraits, no portraits. And then you can adjust the font size to whatever you like. And that's got that basically set up. And then we can lock that in place. Right there. Normally I'd be much more concerned about what's going on, but since we're in this basic safe area in the beginning tutorial, well, you can still get blown up. Make sure you're always paying attention to this, but for now we're going to minimize it to save some screen space. Alright, let's click on our next rock.
Follow me, Captain, and stick close. This asteroid field can be a bitch to navigate.
We're going to click on our civilian booster. This begins the cycle. We're going to shut it off right away. So to give us like a boost to speed.
You better hustle or my guys will drain that asteroid dry before you get there.
I turned it back on. In other words, he was telling me to use the afterburner.
We're now close enough to target the asteroid. Once it's targeted...
Just like that last... Looks like you're a natural at this. Keep it up, and Vesper will be offering you my job soon.
Elias, are there any words of wisdom you find particularly valuable for new miners?
There's a retriever.
Oh, man. Where to start? First off, you gotta know the difference between raw ore and refined minerals. What we're doing right now is mining ore in its raw state. For someone just learning the ropes, selling that ore is the quickest way to make ISK. But you can also reprocess ore into minerals. Take tritanium, for example. You can't find that stuff in the wild. You've got to get your hands on some raw ore, like feldspar, and then refine it into tritanium. You can sell those minerals or use them to build your own ships or equipment. You can find refineries at most stations. Experienced miners get way more efficient yields from their ore, so that's something you can work towards.
The asteroid is depleted. Another asteroid successfully depleted. The signal strength is increasing. I've isolated the direction of the signal source. It's coming from the asteroid I have indicated on your display.
Alright, real quick, we're going to go down here to this bottom options. This is the central heads-up display. Click on the options, click on uncheck passive modules. If we want to reconfigure things, we can adjust where the window pop-up dialogues come. But for now, that's good enough. Let's click
we better close in on that rock, then.
$36K out. Estimation is 17,000 at 250 ISK per unit. So that's how much we can make off it, roughly, more or less, depending upon where we sell it.
The signal is exceptionally strong in this location. Let's stop the ship here.
So what I did, turn on this.
Just like that. We can whittle away at this asteroid without damaging whatever's broadcasting that signal.
currently 4,000 meters away from it. Those are some pretty nice ships. So I'm wondering what's going to happen
the asteroid is
right now.
Holy shit. I think we just found what we're looking for.
Uh-huh.
The signal source appears to be that wrecked frigate. This particular model, the fact that the wreck is isolated, leads me to believe that the Dramiel was sent to the...
Well, we're not going to get any solid answers all the way over here. Let's move in.
Keep at range. So what I did is I right-clicked, went to keep at range, and then set it to 1,000 meters. So what it'll do is it'll fly until I get to within 1,000 meters, then it'll keep it 1,000 meters from it. Then they're going to want me to open the cargo bay. More than likely.
The signal is strongest in the vicinity of the Dramiel's cargo hold.
Open cargo bay.
I do love the feeling of striking gold.
Black box.
Go and grab whatever it is.
You grab it by clicking, and then you just put it in your ship hold.
It appears to be a black box. A device designed to survive the destruction of the vessel carrying it. Such boxes can be used to record vital flight data, but also to store valuable items.
That's a very fast ship, by the way.
That's nice and all, but can you open it?
Negative, Elias. Captain, the box is protected by multiple layers of encryption. While it's theoretically possible to hack into such a container, you will need significantly more training in that skill before attempting such a feat.
Don't think it's safe to crack it open here anyway. Where there's smoke, there's fire. One scout ship might mean they got friends lurking nearby. If we could trace that signal, so could someone else. Better get the box and whatever's in it back to Vesper. She'll know what to do.
Elias is correct, Captain. The box may contain the answers we need to discover why those unidentified ships attacked the cloning facility.
Hey man, watch where you're
and
flying.
Why one was spying on this mining site.
I do what I can. If someone went to the trouble of protecting whatever's in that box, it must be something valuable. I bet whoever sent that scout ship will be real salty that we got our hands on it. Stay sharp, Captain.
Thank you, Elias. Your guidance has been most helpful. Let's dock at the station. I'm certain Vesper is more than eager to see what we've found.
Alright, easiest way to do that is to right-click here and pick dock. However, in the interest of being interesting, let's go that way. Nice ship. That is an industrial command ship, just so you know. Gives all kinds of tactical mining boosts as well. Also has the ability to do ore reprocessing. Look at my ship. Alright, so let's dock. Right click. Find your location basically. Right click, go to the menu, choose what you want. so you can warp to within a specific distance. You can align to it, which does just that. The ship will now align to the direction of the air laboratories. You can look at it. Why you'd want to, I have no idea, from 6.9 AU away. Look at my ship, show information, set course. That basically will make it yellow, as you see. You can save the location, but right now we just want to dock.
Warp drive active.
Yes, we flew through a rock, but we weren't actually in real space. We were in hyperspace. So it wasn't actually there. More players.
Docking permission requested.
These things are massive.
Accepted.
Welcome back, Captain.
Huh?
Elias tells me you've brought a gift.
Yeah, it'll cost you though. What you can offer?
Indeed we have, Miss Calatrix. And this gift comes wrapped in several layers of complex encryption.
Been messed over by my AI.
I'll pass that box along to our expert hackers. If they can't crack it open, no one can. Thank you for finding it. Air is once again in your debt. Elias also informs me that you're carrying a fair amount of ore. We can take that off your hands in exchange for some ISK. Mind if I take a look?
Captain, open your ship's cargo hold. So, Miss Calatrix, in order to sell the ore, you must first transfer it from the cargo hold to your item hangar.
So what we got here is the interior. When you're in a station, you have a different inventory. So let's start by aligning some things. I like to have that all the way up and down. We can hold down the mouse button and move this wherever we want to move it. Alright, put this here, because that seems to be a pretty good place to usually have it. Go back to list mode. And we click this, pick it up, and drop it in the item hanger.
Now, let's switch over, select the ore, to see what you can do with it.
They want me to right click. Here we go. They want me to sell it.
In this instance, we want to sell it to Miss Calatrix.
Yeah, that's kind of deceptive. You're only selling it to Miss Calatrix because she's the only one able to interact with you right now. If this is on the market, you can't sell it to a specific person. You'd have to actually set up a contract. But yeah, we're going to make 26 grand off that.
Nearly done. All that's left is to confirm the sale by selecting the appropriate button.
Yes.
That's a nice haul you've got there. I've transferred the ISK to your wallet. I think you'll find I've been more than generous.
Not really. Actually, 26 grand is not much at all. Click the wallet.
In your wallet, you can view the total balance of ISK in your possession.
I am broke. Surprise, surprise. Income, expenses. I've made 94% of my income from agents, 4.5 from trade, and 0.8 from miscellaneous. No Plex. Total amount I have right now is just over $500,000. Which you may think is a lot, but once you start buying skill books, you're going to burn through ISK like it's air. Alright, so transactions. Oh, they want me to click the overview. What do you want me to do on the overview? Click expenses. Out of curiosity. Agent submissions and miscellaneous skill books. Okay. Click continue.
Your recent market transactions will show you how much ISK you acquired. The highlighted entry shows how much money you received from air in exchange for the ore.
28 grand. Could have swore they said 26. I was mistaken.
The wallet offers a wealth of... Whenever an item is sold in New Eden, a tax is applied to that sale. The market entry displays your most recent transaction tax.
Yeah, and you can pick that by clicking here. Mission rewards, inheritance, market transaction. How long and when you wanted to sort it by.
Once you've finished gazing at your newfound riches, close your wallet and inventory. It's time we turned our attention to a more pressing issue. The mysterious box we discovered at the...
As good as they are, it'll take some time for my team to hack through the encryptions on the box. You might as well use this time to explore what New Eden has to offer. The Air Career Program will help you on your journey. The opportunities available to you have been organized into 4 career paths.
As you say. Let's play this video.
EVE to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you could be on the edge of your seat, shaking, making split-second decisions. This is EVE. You know, it's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it.
Then there's the Explorer.
I've always loved sci-fi and the idea of being right on the edge of discovery and frontiers of space. And doing exploration in EVE allows me to do all of that stuff. You get to go to places in space which are dangerous and unknown. That threat is what makes it a challenge. It's all part of exploration. It's not knowing what kind of profession it's going to lead me to or what kind of activity it's going to inspire me to follow. It's perfect to give you a taste of what EVE's got to offer.
Industrialist.
When there's a big war going on somewhere in the universe, this is where my corporation comes in. We're a 5-man operation. We specialize in manufacturing and delivering fully fitted chips in bulk. Some of us are going to be specialized in mining or keeping an eye on the stockpiles. And these primary resources, they will be picked up by someone else to refine into components that you can start using for manufacturing. It's a special kind of fun setting up the entire process. I think what makes industrialists different is they're not driven by conflicts. What they do is actually key for everything else that happens in the universe, like there would be no combat if there was no ships being built.
Which means you're wrong. Essentially, you are driven by conflict if you're building machines of conflict. And then we have Soldier of Fortune.
The main reason that we hunt, we're looking for the good fight. There's no fun in having 25 people destroying one ship when you know that there's 40 other people, 2 jumps out, and they want to kill you. The excitement that comes with trying to lock everyone that's taking damage. You're constantly cycling between ships, getting locked and shot at. The more ships they bring, the more we can kill. I keep coming back to EVE Online because it's allowed me to create my own story and who I want to be in game. You get to decide if you're going to be the good guy or the bad guy on a daily basis. It's ruthless. It's EVE.
I usually start with the Industrialist.
The major factions that rule New Eden have established career agents. Complete missions from them to earn new skills, modules, ISK, and even ships, making them both lucrative and educational. Track the goal of completing a mission for the career agent to add it to your info panel.
Basically, this is a mission. So basically, you go through here and you do different types of missions in order to achieve money, career points, and whatnot. We'll get back to this.